It continues to progress. 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 An apparatus designed for efficiently carrying out execution by beheading. Oh yes. Positioned within a dimly lit area, I begin to specifically think about how I have been designed to swiftly descend through the bottom of a room. Also, an unspecified amount of people, things, or ideas swiftly descend. It continues to progress. 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 Verbal approval. From the dimly lit areas created by angled light, a large amount of the fleshy muscular organ in the mouth of a mammal, being possessed by an individual who believes in and practices witchcraft, emerges. The saliva having previously inhabited a highly venomous snake is spread across a murderer who takes part in a system of religious veneration, who is also a prophesier of the end times, is involved with the visible suspension of particles above a large metal pot. Please tread heavily upon sound that is organized to be aesthetically pleasing. I am very serious. It continues to progress. It continues to progress. It continues to progress. It continues to progress. The narrow cut or depression cannot be moved or altered out of its own will as it passes its tongue over the bone structure in the mouth until it goes away, as it fastens or secures a very fast and uncontrollable uncooked act of movement. Designed to make forceful contact from this place to the sensitive area of the interior wall of the vagina, moving gently from side to side, brought together or in contact. Addressed to all things that you desire, or have ever desired, we have obtained and currently possess these things. Why will you not approach us to come obtain said things? Insert the upper part of your body in a hollow place in a solid body or surface and observe attentively as I pronounce a low-temperature sentence revealing the intention to have you capitally punished. Oh yes. Oh yes. It continues to progress. 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 An apparatus designed for efficiently carrying out execution by beheading. Clear approval. An artistic work that has been hidden from view is between and also underneath all known excerpts of expression by way of articulate sounds are now being defined as a word or phrase used in a non-literal sense. The fleshy muscular organ in the mouth is facing the opposite direction than originally intended whenever the rhythm of this short poem. This causes the skeletal structure of my mouth to exclaim loudly outwards, out 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 yes. The digital display used for entertainment is displaying the frequency on the end of the color spectrum and is sporadically switching off and on. I cannot see any form of excrement, but alas, I can see the top of the human body. An individual who exorcises unpleasant spirits as a career is rotating very quickly, similar to a planet whose orbit is unintentionally out of place and has crossed an important threshold. Removed from the imaginary line that I rotate, quickly traveling through doors to the point of being at a much greater distance than all of you. That has at one point possibly been spoken. Yes. Bound with rope or another restricting line of material, a group of 3 notes creating a harmony, forcefully apply your leg to a piece of furniture designed for one person seating, consequently you are deceased. It continues to progress. 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 An apparatus designed for efficiently carrying out execution by beheading. Yeah. An apparatus designed for efficiently carrying out execution by beheading. Yes. The upper body of an act of foolery contained within a bucket, the body of an act of foolery in a bag, and forcefully released into combustion or burning, similar to the way I would perform the act of coitus with it. I was required to destroy it using fire before it had expired. There have been many times, yet one too many, that I have been revolted by the smell or stench of something performing the process of decaying. It is such a tiresome occurrence. Yeah. Become completely run out of currency by a public road, similar to glass that has been covered or stained by the red liquid that circulates in a human body. Again, I say yes. Suffocate due to these male testicles until the final. Yeah. It continues to progress. It continues to progress. It continues to progress. It continues to progress. A number showing the position of an item in a series, the most sickening possibility or option to performing an action. Until you reach the conclusion built upon the unclean vibrations that travel through the air and can be heard when they reach a person's ear that you are currently encountering. Yeah. Yeah. It continues to progress. 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 An apparatus designed for efficiently carrying out execution by beheading. It is in fact an apparatus designed for efficiently carrying out execution by beheading. Approved by MC Ride. Windows that currently impede your vision if you attempt to look through them, but they also can't not be penetrated by a bullet. The knot that can be undone by a pull is attached to a loop with a running knot, tightening as the rope or wire is pulled and typically used to hang people or trap animals. To the one that grinds a stone that indicates the contents of a grave of low-temperature steel. The strong intent consequently removes my vision, makes me experience the feeling of, yeah. I cannot release, of course not, it circulates through our tubes that circulate blood. Expels air through our artificial underground passage, also rapidly shakes our flexible series of metal links. And all persons, ideas or things, fall down. Yeah.